Many people have had experiences here in Virginia City, and my theory is that this was a place of a lot of energy. The gold rush bred a lot of emotion. And having all of these original buildings, it stands to reason that this would be the haunted capital of Montana. In a place like this was a hospital, and a lot of people have died in these walls, and walls conserve that kind of energy. One of the recurring stories is a story of a nun. And it's very interesting how sometimes things that happen to people in the present that they can't explain, if you look at the history of a place, there's the explanation.
I was working down at the Wells Fargo Cafe. I was living in Bonanza Hotel for my room and board. One night I was coming in. Usually the door was always open, so you just kind of walk right through. There's not a lot of light in that room, and so I just walked straight through to the hallway, got as far as the hallway, and just stopped. And then suddenly I had this feeling that I wasn't alone. I felt cold. All the hairs on my body stood up on edge. And I looked out of the corner of my eye and I saw this black draped figure that was just standing in the corner there. Black over the top of her head and a long black robe. It wasn't pleasant, it was like almost like a heaviness. It's like when you get that pit in your stomach, that something's wrong. And it's almost like your core of your body gets cold and like a sense of dread, like something bad is about to happen.
Room number 1 is one place where a number of things have happened, but there is something else in this building besides the nun.
I was sleeping in my bed one night and I woke up and looked out my window, and in the streetlight there was this shadow, and it looked like someone was looking into my room. It was definitely a man's figure, and it had this wide-brimmed hat on it, like an old-fashioned cowboy hat. I put the pillow over my head, blankets over my head, I'm like, just go away. It's just someone standing there, very calmly looking in the window. Then a couple hours later, I was woken up with something bouncing on my bed. I could feel the bouncing, and then I started hearing children giggling. One was distinctly a little girl, and one was a little boy. And they giggled some more, bounced one more time, and then we're gone.